Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. I'm going to stay calm for this one, or at least try. Seriously, I thought I was going to blow my stack off a few times today, so I'm going to try to keep it, cool here. Let's talk post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. Now, I want to see your shocked face because you're about to find out that, the NASDAQ just closed at another all-time record high. Shocked, stunning. But let me put a perspective on this for you. You're gonna love it. This market was all over the place today, up and down. Then before Fed President Bullard started to speak, stocks were negative. All of a sudden, Fed President Bullard comes out and he starts talking about support for the market, rates will be low indefinitely, saying how the economy is on track. It's doing really well. Okay. These few words push stocks higher and yet another, record close for the NASDAQ. It's amazing. The power of one Fed president. I just posted this on Twitter. Sometimes, just maybe, I'm a bit off, but I would still like to see at least Fed President Bullard keel-hauled underneath an aircraft carrier. I think that would be the right thing. Any of us who understand what's going on here despise the Federal Reserve and what they're doing here. They are implementing, they are finishing their over 1 century long plan to take over the world. That's what they are doing right freaking now. Okay. Let me just say this too while we're on the topic. Talking about a world takeover. We are floating on oceans of debt. As a matter of fact, that was the title of an article I just wrote for Joe Salente and the Trends Journal. I want you to sit back and put politics aside for a second, okay? Clear your mind. Try to do that for a moment, okay? What is supporting this market? Oceans of debt. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing. Zero. It's all about easy money. Like Fed President Bullard said, suppressed rates from here to eternity. Trillions in stimulus. They're going to put a cap on it. Yeah, sure they are. It's not going to stop. Now, the economy, we're dead. It's over. For small businesses, these jobs are not coming back. Remember what the Bureau of Labor and Statistics was doing? They were fudging the numbers here, admitting there was an error for the last 3 months while reporting the actual unemployed. But it was an error for 3 months. It was a mistake. It couldn't have been deliberate that they're manipulating the numbers to look better than they actually are. No, that can't happen. It's just impossible, right? So getting back on track here. The moment President Trump was elected, I said that the stock market was going to vault higher. I said this on Greg Hunter's show. So there's a public record of this. As most of you know, people like Mark Cuban were screaming from rooftops that the market was going to crash. And I was attacking Mark Cuban on Twitter, saying he was totally wrong. The market was going to go up. Well, I'm not a billionaire, but I was right, and he was 100% wrong. Okay, I'm going to give you a little hint here. Again, put politics aside. You got President Trump out here talking about your investments in your 401k plan. It's going to melt down. It's going to be decimated if he loses the next election. Well, I got a little bit of news for you. It doesn't matter who sits in the White House anymore. The Fed has already taken over. It's all about easy money. And I want to expound on that a little bit. If in the infinitesimal fraction of in my view, possibility that Biden would win, stocks would rip higher. Yeah, let that sink in. Why would stocks rip higher? More easy money, and I mean more easy money. It no longer matters who sits behind the Resolute desk. It could be a donkey. What kind of a noise does a donkey make? Sitting behind the Resolute desk. It will not freaking matter anymore, okay? The Fed is running the entire show, easy money pouring into this market. So you can sit back and say, oh, Greg is wrong. When you know the markets this much, as much as I do, then you could come back and maybe we can talk on the same level. But again, I called what would happen to the market under President Trump, and I'm telling you here that if Biden were to win, expect your investments to explode to the upside because of more easy money. It does not matter who sits in the White House. It could be a donkey, whatever kind of sound they make. All right, that's the truth. So again, my lovely friends, a new record high for the NASDAQ. Stocks are going up here. It's not going to stop. And I want to cover a few things with you, kind of a blow by blow. So just bear with me a moment here. I'm going to open up another page. My computer is so slow today. Okay, let's talk about a few other things here. We already understand. I talked about this morning. I fully expect another a bull run here with regard to cryptocurrencies, which finished higher across the board today. You got silver put on 2.4%, 10-year yield 0.66, doesn't matter. Market's still going up here. It's not dropping. And gold also put on a gain of 0.4. Crude oil did catch a bit as well. But that's not really what I wanted to cover. I want to cover this. Okay. So here we go. We all understand, the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Plan, which was designed, I'm going to read this to you, to help small businesses weather the coronavirus pandemic, while keeping their workers employed. Well, according to the Treasury Department's own data, okay, and I posted a link to this, over 500,000 businesses got these loans, but are listed as retaining 0 jobs. I want you to think about that. It's all part of the culling of the middle class, the great extinction that is coming about. It's in our face here. And then we have this guy, Kanye West, who was a real fan of the president. All of a sudden now, he don't like the president anymore. And I think he wants to run for office. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen. Now here, let's talk about this, because this is something today that made me want to blow my stock off. Our friend Larry Kudlow. Let's talk about our friend Larry Kudlow. I want to read this. Larry Kudlow said, well, let's put it this way. He's downplaying the importance of the U.S.-China trade deal. How many of you recall, because it really wasn't that long ago, how this same guy was touting this as the greatest thing that could have ever happened, this phase 1 deal. This is it. Make America great again. We need this. We need fair trade. I mean, the man was like off the deep end. Now all of a sudden he's downplaying it. Why? Because there's no deal. We know there's no deal, and they're trying to set the groundwork here. I mean, Larry Kudlow, the man's another one who should be keelhauled under 2 aircraft carriers. Forget 1. Okay? Now here's another one I want you to understand. This is the headline. More than 20 million Americans may be evicted by September. Now, this is me. As I have explained for years, the end game is a feudal system, a 2-tier society, and this is by no accident. It's all part of the design and this freaking scamdemic. That's what this is all about, people. If you think this is anything more than that, you are completely lost, and you're buying all the nonsense. You're buying all the garbage. It's sad. It's terrible to see. Here we go. Here's another one. 32% of U.S. households missed their July housing payments. 32%. But everything is great. And according to Bullard, yeah, we're doing really good. Our economy is on track right now. How about this one? So Delta, United Airlines are striking a deal for more loans, the coronavirus loans. And meanwhile, they're laying off tens of thousands of people. They promised not to do that, but they are anyway. Where's the outcry? Oh, I don't hear a damn thing. Yeah, this is how they get away with things, people. Now, let me read this one to you. Here's another one that made me want to blow my stack off. This is Reuters. A death cross strikes the U.S. dollar. Death cross strikes the U.S. dollar as COVID-19 cases grow. Oh, no. It has nothing to do with the Federal Reserve printing trillions of dollars out of thin air and diluting the dollar. No, it's not that. It's COVID-19. COVID-19. This is fake news. And this is how they distract you. People, you are being lied to on an epic scale. It's incredible. Here, United Airlines alone is going to employees, 36,000 employees, potential job cuts. Oh, really? Well, what about those loans you got? Were you supposed to protect those jobs? Oh, yeah. Look, I think I pretty much covered this whole thing here. And a lot of this really should be obvious to you. The distractions, the propaganda, the lies. Larry Kudlow now downplaying the importance of a U.S.-China trade deal. It's not important anymore, although it was the greatest thing that has ever happened to our country. That was Larry Kudlow not that long ago. Fried his brain. Frying it some more. Yeah, do a couple more 8 balls, Larry. Let's see how you feel tomorrow. Anyway, look, that's the deal. That's where we are at, people. It's truly epic. Everything we're seeing, what we're seeing here, you knew was coming. I've been warning of all this for how long? A decade? Longer than that now? I don't even know how long I'm out here. But again, you know what to expect. You know what's going to happen. It's just so obvious to us all. And again, we have every angle covered. Every single one. So you and me are in the absolute best spots we can possibly be in from every angle. People out there, they're going to remain silent. They're going to sit there because they've been so polarized. They can't think straight. And they won't do anything. They're going to sit back and watch as this thing just melts down around them. It takes them with it. It's not taking me, and it's not taking you. I can promise you that. All right, look, I'm out of here. This guy loves you a lot. Please share the video. Get it out there. People need to hear this stuff, and I hope you would agree. I'll see you later.